Day 10. Here we go. Second Friday. Not even going to think too much of it, because if I do, then I'm going to demotivate myself, and then I'm just going to go right back into bed, because I'm very tired. But that's what I love about polykinetics. First and foremost, hello, good morning, good day, depending on where you are. My name is Michelle Vargas with a V. I am from the greater St. Louis, Missouri, USA area. And it's currently 7:03 in the morning, yes. I'm still waking up. I'm still drinking coffee. Who's drinking coffee with me? High fives. I see a couple of y'all popping in. Did you notice the title? Yes, I will show you how to do that silly little move today. So stick around. Just let me get the caffeine in my system. While that happens, let me know where you're watching from, where you're viewing from. You know how the old days in the chat rooms, they used to, as soon as you got into the chat room, you put age, sex, location. I was super excited, only I lied all the time because I was a little young when I had that. So I used to put like 19/F/STL. And that was your opener. And then you start getting messages galore. Anybody old enough to remember those days? Oh, I was a chat room fanatic if I ever knew one. Perfect stranger. Okay, tell me your whole life story. Go. 6 hours later. It's amazing what's happened over time. Anyway, particularly with exercise. Now, what's funny with polykinetics, what makes polykinetics so different than other styles out there is, polykinetics is not dancing. This is not dancing. No offense if it feels like dancing, because it hits the same parts of the brain. It's using the same physical principles of physics as dance does. Funny enough, there's less than a handful of activities out there that encompass everything that you need in a fitness program. Dance is one of them, but dance is very high intensity sometimes, or it can be very body intense. Your body takes a lot of impact, and that's why dancers are so admirable for their professions, because they take so much hurt and so much battle on their bodies for our mere entertainment, solely for our entertainment. So this has simplified down to the basics of everything of human movement. So we're talking where the knee lifts come from. This is going upstairs or stepping over something, right? These are things we do every day. So arms, if you're grabbing something and pulling it, or if you're pulling something and putting something up there, grabbing down here, that's where squats come from. So see, these are movements that we do every single day. We just do them in a certain way, and that is on the beat. So when you do anything on the beat, running, jumping, treadmill, machines, weightlifting, if you do it on the beat, your body responds differently. It responds better. You're not overcomplicating the brain, so as long as you're keeping things nice and simple, your body will respond beautifully. Disclaimers: don't overwork, don't overtrain. I've done this for several hours at a time. I do not expect others to do it, but you can. And that's the beauty of it. You won't be laid up for, time on end. So I'm going to warm up, though, with the finale song, because I like that one. And then we'll go into the VCC. So if you're wanting to ever learn how to do polykinetics, well, here's your crash course, and there's no better way to know than to do. So get on up. Try it with me. No weights, level 1 or level 0, body weight. Here we go. I'll just do a run through it, and you can learn these very, very simplistic movements in less than 5 minutes. You already know them, but everything done to a tempo beat. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Allowing yourself to breathe. Arms, 8 counts. Now you see my core is still moving. I am moving the core and my upper body at the same time. Yes, one is supporting the other. So I would say about 75% of my body is being active right now. Legs are nice and still. Those come later. Now we gotta get side, 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 side. So this is a 2 count. Core crunch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And here come the legs. Baseline at the waistline. Anything higher is advanced, anything lower is beginner. Find your sweet spot. Simple. My goal is to bring my knee high as I can, as high as I can, without losing balance or beat. So this is stretch. Whew. Come up, dust it off, and just do it all over again. Another reason why I love this song, it loops. Lots of songs loop. If you find fun ones, this exercises get very, very fun. Whew. Okay, focus. Really trying to tense. Feel like my left side needs a little extra work, so I'm leaning to my left side legs. Now if I wanted to, I could continue working my core, but I don't want to overwork any certain area of the body, particularly the core. Side to side. Think of something in between your legs. Don't do this. Knees out. In, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. Kind of the cool down period. And it feels so good just to take a nice deep breath. That's usually what I do is I stop and take a deep breath. Alright, arms out, and we're going to stretch them back. So we stretched our lower body, now we're stretching the upper body. See? Complete. Getting there. Normally I'd stretch to the very end, but I'm very anxious this morning. All right, so if you followed along, what'd you think? If you watched, I know it looks super silly. I get this all the time, every day, all day. I'm very used to it. And that's okay, because I say that everybody can be a skeptic for exactly 60 seconds. You only have 60 seconds. Time yourself, if you will. 60 seconds. You have 60 seconds to be a skeptic. Other than that, I've got you. After 60 seconds, I've got you. And that's the way it's been with polykinetics ever since day one. I lasted my very first attempt 11 seconds. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Badass martial artist. I've been kicked in the face, ran over by a truck, survived my household childhood, and I can't last longer than 11 seconds doing this? Are you shitting me? Oh, talk about a piece of humble pie. But it didn't, it angered me, but I didn't quit. And that's the part that shocked me. I was like, fucking do it again. Push play. Start over again. Fail. Damn it. Start over again. And then again, that's where it took me a week to finish the song Team by Lorde. It was a cool little song. That was a slow one. Now we do all kinds of little stuff. It's fun. And then that's where I went on to create Finale. So, yay. Good stuff all around. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or requests, put them down here in the comments. I'm going to try to take little breaks, get close to the camera, and be weird for a second, just so I can make sure I can catch more of these. Your feedback is absolutely phenomenal for me as an instructor as well as a creator. So when you tell me things that I need to be focusing on, it tells me where I need to be directed. And that's the problem, is I know everything about polykinetics. I've been doing this since 2014. January 2014, I started doing tempo training in my kitchen to not save my marriage, but save some lives that day. Many lives that day. I'll just call it that day. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm so grateful every day past that it didn't go the other way, because I see stories, countless examples where it didn't go that way, and my heart just goes out to those people. So this is a good time to just kind of take a moment, be grateful. And what helps me pick sequences when I do get very emotional, because I do experience emotions on a very unusual level, is I choose music to help me express and to process. So I don't just sit there and meditate with my pain. I can't just do that. I'll crawl, I'll like end up in a fetal position, sucking my thumb, crying. And I can't do that to myself, because that disables me physically. And I need to be physically empowered during moments where I feel extremely vulnerable and extremely, I don't want to use the word weak, but at a low point, if you will. And this is very empowering, because when you finish that session, that last beat drops, you're like, oh, that's the best feeling ever. Oh my gosh. And if you use those memories, they're repurposed. It's almost like repurposing a chair. You don't throw the chair out, you just fix it up. So that's what we're doing with screwed up memories that we can't do anything with, that are there. And if we don't do anything with, they're just going to fester. It's like an open wound. It's just going to get infected. And we're cleaning out the infection. We're just doing it very, very, very unique way. So, in a fun way, if you will. All right. So let's first break down. All right. Give me some hearts if you guys want to learn how to do that core crunch exercise. Please, please, please. Okay, so I want heart. That's all I need. There we go. Please, please, please do not do a counter nutation, which is That is a counter nutation, is the official one. Twerking is what they call it here in St. Louis. Don't do it. It hurts your back. It will destroy your spine. I just tried doing that a few times. I could feel pinned, and I'm like, just for the sake of demonstration, show them. This is an upper body movement. So you're standing regular, right? Here we go. Right? Don't laugh. Think of like exaggerated breathing. But be careful with your breathing, because you make yourself lightheaded. If you go too deep and too fast, you make yourself lightheaded, you'll get dizzy. But the motion, if you look at the motion, watch yourself in a mirror, the motion is the same. We're just changing the speed. So it's the speed we're fluctuating. And then once you get to a speed, you start learning how to breathe with that. And that's what actually builds your endurance. Now, you got to be careful, because like I said, if you do it for too long, it'll make you lightheaded. So you got to kind of stop. Might give you some tingles. Tingles tell you to stop. Lightheadedness, stop. And I'm not telling you to slow down. I'm saying stop. Don't worry. As soon as you pick up back on the beat, that process will start again and you'll start feeling the burning. You're not losing anything. Everyone's like, I want to keep my heart rate going. For who? Are you going for a world's record? You can calm. You can rest. It's okay. Because we're just going to pick it right back up and I can jump a heart rate in less than 120 seconds. So everyone's like, oh, is that good? Well, it's the same principles that are in high interval intensity or high intensity interval training. This is only high and low intensity. I used to say it on my business cards. Look on my Facebook. I think I took a picture. I was so proud of it. My first business cards. It says high intensity, low impact. And it was the corniest business cards, Polykinetics ever. They're blue and black. Now everything's rainbow. So back in the day. All right. So everyone got it? Now everyone asks me about my arms. What do I do with my arms? Okay. You're right. It matters. So when you're first starting out, this just helps to follow through with the core contraction. Because I've seen people do this. Don't do that. No. Up. You see my feet? My stance doesn't really move. It's like tension and collapsing. Tension, the opposite of attention. Attention, the opposite of attention. And then don't worry about this. Everyone's like, do you have to suck in your stomach? No. Let it hang out. Who cares? It's not going to be there long anyway. So you keep doing this, you're going to tighten all of this up, and this is going to go whoop, and it's going to come upward. Maybe not that high, but it will tighten upward and tighten inward. And you'll start feeling it in your clothes, particularly here, right here. Breathing should be a little easier. Your back, oh my gosh, I have almost no back pain. Almost no more back pain. I used to get shooting pains right here because of the weight that I carried. Right here. Woo! And it hung, so it's shooting nerve pain. Already. No more. It's gone. I don't have that pain. I can't remember the last time I did. So just practice. If it feels weird, if you think you're not doing it right, reach out to me. We'll do it together. All right. So let's actually try that move all the way through the move finale, or the song finale, since I don't get in trouble with that song. Thank you, Miss Shore. You're amazing. Yes, let's give hearts for Miss Shore for being so awesome with me in the song. So here we go. Not that one though. This is the other work, which you should be checking out. There it is. I have been playing with other songs of his, so the more he puts out, the more I'll continue to play with him. This is just my favorite. I'm a favorites kind of girl. This is my favorite. All right, all core. 1, 2 count. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the choreography won't be perfect, so I'm making it kind of on the fly. Same formula. 8 count. 8 count. 8 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Up and down motion. Now when I do this, I'm working my upper body and my core and my back, so all at once. Bringing my arms in, obliques. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does this count matter? No, just that you stay on the beat. That count matters. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to stay at a 2 count. Now, to me, this is the most difficult way of doing this one. This or this. You have to have a lot of muscle control and a little bit of extra strength to kind of follow through. So that's an advanced version. Don't worry about that one. Start here. Staying out of 2 count. 2, 1, 2. Notice how my movements are very sharp. They're not. Great. Oh, good. Yeah. don't know what was more difficult, 2 count or an 8 count. 4 count is pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's pretty standard. That's why it's called 4 count standard. I don't know. What do you think? 2 count or 8 count? Let me know in the comments if you're following along, or if you're working out. Don't worry about commenting anything. All right, here we go. This whole second part, 8 count. Still at an 8 count. See, it's all upper body. If you've ever been in a club or a concert, see, I don't like that one because of the pulling. It pulls in my back, so I don't tend to do that one. This one's fun. Oh, it's right here. I'm feeling the most tension right here. All right, cool down, 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2. So, I feel at my back, like it's all like right here, but in a good way. Like this part right here, this little chubby part, and that's where I want, because I want to kind of get like a fullness of my flat backside. All backsides are beautiful. It's all about what you want your body to do for you, not what it looks like. So when I feel that tightness, I feel that kind of empowerment. Like getting a tattoo, you know? You see, tattoos are very addictive. Yep. So is exercising, so be very careful. And that was another thing that worried me when people started asking me in the beginning, back in 2015, oh, well, how long do you do this for? How long do you do this for? I'm like, I did mine for therapeutic reasons, which took me way beyond the normal standards of protocol. What was currently published back in 2014 with companies like NASM and ACE and all these other places and whatnot. So it was always, I think, about, what was it, 30 minutes back then? And I would do this for hours on end because, again, I was stuck with these emotions for hours on end. So thank you so much, Jessica. I've been calling her Mary. God bless you, honey, for never. I'm sure you tried to connect to me several times, but she finally reached out. She goes, honey, my name's Jessica. And I'm like, oh, yes, it is, isn't it? Sorry. I saw that MAR, saw the dip for the, and I'm like, yeah, okay, Mary. So, but thank you so much, Jessica, for going out there and answering questions. She's one of my go-to girls. She knows a lot what I do. She studies a lot what I do, and I'm so honored. I'm like, that's the biggest flattery ever. Because back in 2014, I didn't think I was going to be doing this for this long. But, here we are. So, if you did that last one, what did you think? If you're starting out, everyone asks me, where do I start out? Try 2 count. I always like 2 count. 2 count's great. 1, 2, 1, 2. Until you get the feeling of it, and then, like, you start, I do this in my car, you guys. This is me in traffic all the time. I get looks all the time. People in St. Louis think I'm nuts. When I'm driving around and they're seeing me, I'm like, I'm a very chipper person. Because I'm just like, this burns so bad and I'm getting to work my core while I'm stuck in traffic. I am no longer pissed off. I am focused. Now be careful because it does require coordination. So people are like, I'm not coordinated. Don't do this in your car. Don't do this in your car. Do this at home where you're safe, where everyone else is safe. Okay. So, yeah, safety always, 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 always. And that's another reason why Polykinetics is built the way it is. Your body will fatigue after so much. Your body will be like, done. Like, I literally have worked myself to the point where I kind of didn't stagger, but I kind of stumbled over to bed, and I still had my tennis shoes on, so I had everything on, and I passed out in bed. Woke up starving. I felt like I was starving, like I hadn't eaten in a week. So be careful in those moments too. That means your body's working effectively. So make sure you're feeding it the right things. Make sure we're feeding it whole foods, wholesome foods with real ingredients. Cut ultra processed foods completely out of your life. Pretend it doesn't even exist anymore. There's no treat meals. It's just going to... Everyone's like, well, I deserve it. No, you deserve a healthy life. That is exactly what you deserve. And no offense, but that piece is not going to help get there. It's not. It's going to feel good for 5 seconds and you're going to feel guilty forever. So, no. How I like to treat myself is I go on trips. I take me time, which means I get to do whatever I want, wherever I want, whenever I want. I make the rules and I love me time. So I go clothes shopping. That is the best one. I think that one is the most satisfying one I think I've ever done. But I have to be careful because, again, financial health. But you find a balance. If I'm broke, I go to the beach. If I got a couple extra bucks, I go to one of the thrift stores. Yes! I love thrift store shopping. It is my guilty pleasure. I love it so much. Almost 3/4 of what I own is from a thrift store, a secondhand store. One of those, oh my gosh, I love them. It's like walking into a treasure chest. I'm like, oh, so much stuff. Oh my gosh, here we go. Okay, so back it. We're going to now go from the core. We're going to try it one more time. I know I storytell, and I'm sorry. I'm inspired by Oliver Sacks, Dr. Oliver Sacks, who too also was a storyteller. All right, back to work. So we're going to do the core again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So get up, try this with me. All core. 1 and 2, 1, 2. Now we're like, can I separate my legs? Yeah, you can. Just be careful because that's going to allow your body, your booty to bounce. Play. So it doesn't matter. That's why when I do this, 2, bring it down to 2. When I start moving like this, I'm not trying to be cute. It hurts. I'm trying to alleviate the burning sensation to which I have no words for. Elbow to hip, just like before. No. 1, 2, up, 2, back, 2, up, 2, front, 2. When you lean forward, it gets more intense. Lean back, it gets more intense. But again, it takes a degree of coordination and balance. Ironically, those are advanced. So if you're just starting, upright. This is where you live. And when you get your speed up, and you're like, I'm bored, then I'll start telling people to lean. And they're like, what is this? I'm like, yeah, welcome. Next level is only about 2-3 millimeters forward. That close. So never give up. Keep practicing until you get it. Oh, how long is that going to take? Everybody's different. Some people take 3, some people take 30. Some people take 300. Doesn't matter. Just keep with it. You won't know what person you are until you try. Here we go. I was like a 300. I was one of those people. All right. Stretching. Hit my hammies. Even though I'm stretching the core. I'll do it at the end of the song. Okay. I'm gonna try something for the sake of science. Little weight resistance. This is next level. Now just holding on to the weight is harder than before. I don't have free use of my arms. My arms are weighted down. Stretching up as high as I can. So my focus is no longer looking awesome in the sense as it is not to drop these weights or get thrown off beat. My arms are tense. They're not really moving. When in fact, actually they are. Because that tension causes vibration. Oh, I could put those down. So even though it looks like you're barely moving, you're actually doing a whole lot of movement. And that's where the burning sensation coming from. If you have any, did this move yesterday? In my 6 weight. Yes, there you go. Yes, just holding on to it. That's why I said this. What makes this exercise so sucky is because you're just sitting with it. You're just standing with it. And it's like, oh, nothing aggravates me more. I want to like run and drop it. Run. But that's where, funny enough, how it instills discipline. You have no choice. It's really easy when you don't have a choice anymore. Everyone's like, you know, I may not be consistent, but I am persistent with a P. And I persistently keep fighting. I hate that consistency is very in vogue right now because I'm anything but. I'm consistently inconsistent. So funny enough, this is what made this method so perfect for me because it wove itself into that inconsistency and that chaos. So even though I could not remove the elements of chaos, I could weave my outlet for that chaos right into the middle of it completely. 100%. The only time that I would screw up is if I didn't have headphones or if I didn't pay for my my subscriptions. So, but yeah. Ooh, I need to take a moment. Okay, core is very sore. Core is sore without getting on the floor. And that was out of necessity as well. I wasn't trying to be cute. I couldn't get on the floor when I was 120-ish pounds overweight. It was not possible. That weight and that mass and that size, it was just too much for my already very fragile body. And I was only 29 when I created Polykinetics. It was a few months shy of my 30th birthday. Made my 30th birthday very, very interesting. But what I loved most about this, again, was not only the fact that it was so simplistic. It was there whenever I needed it. I didn't need to put on a video necessarily. I needed to push play. How long does motivation last? 5 seconds. Just enough for you to go, boop, push play. Push play. Can we do that again? Yes, let's do it again. Let's do it right now. Shut up. Let's do it. Yes. I'm going to do a 2 count all the way through it. So if you like the 2 count BCC, this one's for you. 1, 2, 1, 2. My hands will be in various places depending on how bad the burning is. Your goal, don't stop. 2, 1, 2. Tense, 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 tense. And again, if you feel one side is a little bit more than the other, lean. That's it. That's all you do is lean. You don't get any new exercise. Lean. So I'm taking opportunity and I'm really feeling my own body. How is it hitting? Where is it hitting? Going forward. I can make up any two beat tempo combination I want, and it all works, depending on what I need. Left side, right side, balance. Women obviously have two big advantages with this particular move. Well, pretty much anybody who's top heavy. Woo, break. Good, because this is making me I'm like, whoa. Getting there. That's great. Are you guys following along? Are we having fun yet? Woo! Lost 8 inches in my chest, right? Where did you feel yours? Mine was right here big time. Like, I noticed I was doing this. I was like, I don't feel this anymore. Because this used to come all the way out to about there. Right? So let me know. That's so amazing. All right. And that's because we are working from here on up. Everything. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, two, two. Count all the way through. Like the standing crunch masterclass. Yes. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sometimes when I start feeling overwhelmed because I feel that growing burning sensation, I was like, just have to 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Chill. You're okay. Safe space. Arms out. Oh, that's a fun one. Everyone's always punching up. You ever punch downward with this? Woo! Take as many deep breaths as you need. All right, now we're going to do core stretch. Whew. Grab your wrist, pull up and over. All the way from the hip. Fun. Okay. Simple. That is the most extensive sequence I've ever created. That's it. That's like what, 4 moves? We can do this. Yes, we can do this. And my own weekends too. I don't know. I've been fighting with that one because I do believe in rest, but I also do sessions on Saturday, so I might as well. right? So if you're going to meet me for Saturday morning, then I will be here for Saturday morning. I'll show up. I'll be 7 a.m. U.S. Central Time, same as always. I'm going to try to stay consistent with that one, the 7 a.m. thing. But yeah, you know what? I think I have 3 sessions on Saturday. Yay. So yeah, this is all I do, you guys. It's not like I have an additional, 40-hour gig on the side. Polykinetics is all that I do. 6 out of 7 days a week. On that 7th day, I'm in my PJs. I'm watching Netflix. I'm eating the whole bag of popcorn. Yep. All right. So let's go and do the full finale workout song, including arms and legs. So again, upper body, core, lower body, all in one. Stretch is in there. Balance is in there. I mean, it's all in there. With the exception of multiple tempos. That is something that I wasn't sure how to express. I was like, I don't know how to explain this. But eventually just jumped on it, and I was like, okay, so this is actually called a 2 count. There's a 4 count. There's an 8 count, blah, 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 blah. Again, book coming soon. Here we go. Push. So, full finale. I'm going to put my all into this one. All right, arms. Trying to keep them as level as possible. I get so excited for legs. Woo. Just get to the break, Michelle. Showing obvious signs of distress, so I did not master this one. Mastering would be getting poker face. I'm getting my ass kicked. Whew. It hurts. This burns right here. Big time. Whew. This is what I'm like, it's getting me in my back pretty good. This will go to whatever area you're most vulnerable. A lot of people feel it in their neck first. Or they feel it in their shoulders and their neck. So your body couldn't decide which one was more vulnerable. So both. I knew the most important part of the body was the core. To start at the core. And that's why the core of polykinetics is the core of the body. Here we go. Eight count arms. Bilateral forward plunge if you want to get technical. See, there's not too much rocking in my body. The whole point of having this weight is to have complete control of this weight at all times. If it causes any problems, I'm overworking myself. Bring it down. Or drop the weight. Oh, can't wait for legs. Woo. Oh my goodness. There we go. Nice and tall. Head high like our standards. Ooh. My arms are feeling it. Almost there. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I almost thought I was going to drop in those last few seconds. I'm like starting to feel real bad in my forearms. All right. Nice deep breath in. Whew. There we go. Much better. Whew. Nice deep breaths in. We survived. Yay. Down and done. Simple. Very simple. Not easy. Do not confuse those two words. A lot of people like to put them side by side. No, not necessarily. Whew. Whew. I'm winded. I'm on pre-order for that book. Yes, Jess, you get a personalized free copy, I swear. You do so much for Polykinetics, and I cannot thank you enough. Keep working at it, girl. I see your videos. You guys look awesome. Tag me in your videos. I love, love, love seeing them. I really do. And now my online presence is just as much a priority as my in-gym presence. So I'm working on making that a balance of 50-50 or 70-30. I'd rather live online in all aspects. Because, no offense, I'm not a gym culture person. I know some people are like, I want to change the industry. I was like, no offense, I don't even want to really be a part of it. I didn't know where to put myself when I first started. I was like, well, I don't like mainstream fitness, but, you know, I'm not a mental health PhD either. I come from the perspective of the patient. And, but I was like, we're just going to go with it and just see where the hell happens to it. Fast forward. A couple little things happened, but it really kind of broke loose, on TikTok. So thank you, TikTok. I got an article crossed my path on Google because it brings up always things that I'm reading, which is always about fitness. So, incredible, intense abdominal exercise or abdominal workout. And that's what got my ears perked. So I was like, oh, maybe they're talking about the VCC. They were talking about the VCC. I was just devastated to see it done incorrectly. And that's where my feelings come from. So, I spent weeks working with people who were sending messages, my back, absolute back pain. My back hurts so bad. So if you hear or see any of these comments attached to these videos where people are doing the standing crunch and they're like, oh my God, my back hurts. Or if you see people on these improper videos, please let them know there is a proper technique to this, and feel free to just guide them to my videos for free. YouTube, everything's on there for free. You have to pay nothing. Just gotta push play. I don't even get money from advertisements because of the music I use. So I'm like, well, there you go. Now you know I'm not in it for, I have no greedy, my feelings are very altruistic. I believe everyone deserves a chance regardless of their situations, including financial. And that's why I put information out there. All you have to do is utilize it. And I love answering questions. So, does anybody have any questions? I'm going to try to make this a little bit more of a formal, you go girl, right? Ooh, we're getting there. One day at a time, that's all we have to do is just show up. That's very true. When they said half of the battle is showing up, it's very, very true. All right, so let's whip this out one more time just to be cute, and then we'll call it a day. How about that? So if you've ever wanted to do this. Yes. Could you please explain the standing crunch? Yes. Okay. Before we go into performance, we'll go into teaching first. Upper body movement. So we're standing, feet are together for a reason. This is normal, right? And then we pull it up. Like you're pulling in your stomach, like, and then stick out your tummy. That's okay. No one can see you. Remember, this is auditory. And you pull it in, and you drop it. Your shoulders are going slightly forward and backwards. And that's where a lot of the arm movement comes from. You feel it in the shoulders. You pull it together. Get this up here. So, pulling it, and then you're going forward. Pulling it, and going forward. And that's why it tightens up the back at the same time as the core. The 8 count simply just gets you there faster. However, too long in an 8 count, which is this, the one that got popular, you could feel a lot of cramping in your ribs. Bad. Like the cramping's enough to take the wind out of you. It's very intense. If you feel that cramping, stop immediately, grab an ice pack or whatever, massage that area really gently. Do your typical protocol for sore muscles. It's simply a cramp. It will go away in a little bit, but that is your body's warning bell that you overworked that area. So everyone's like, I always like, how long do you go? Well, if you go too long, your body's going to shut down on you. It's overtrained. So that's why you want to mix up the tempo speeds with that move. So again, here's the move. Up, down, up, down. When I first started, it always reminded me of like a chicken, like, and then this tightened up to this tightened up to this. So it has advanced and it has moved. My arms move as my core begins to advance. So what started out really, really hard like this, now I am forcing that weight very safely, very controlled on top of that core because I can. I've been doing the VCC, the standing crunch, for over 9 years. So everyone's like, do you have a 6-pack? Well, sort of. I do have, when I'm very good with my diet. However, I have a lot of skin because I used to be 120 pounds extra overweight. I still have a few pounds to lose, but that's okay. That's part of the journey. But yeah, so it works. Let me see if I can pull my lines out. There we go. So the abs are there, but they are covered. I do have my sidelines. I talked about sidelines earlier because I couldn't believe I had sidelines at 165 pounds. At 5 feet tall, I was still 50 pounds overweight. So now I'm about 10 or 15. It's okay. A little cushion for the push. It's all good. But I have something coming up, 2 things coming up, my birthday and Tough Mudder this month. So I really want to get in as much shape as possible. I've only got 3 days for the birthday, but I have all month for Tough Mudder. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm getting Tough Mudder ready using Polykinetics. So every single day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. U.S. Central Time, jump on for free with me, and we'll do PK every day together. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous day. And you'll be in my thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or requests. Reach out to me. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. By the way, I'll be 39, okay? Everyone asks me how old I am. I'm 39. Yay! 80s babies. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Love you guys.